And we're on.
It's the Sini-Gang with l-boogy.
And Sterno Supernova.
What's going on there, Sterno?
Not so much, Boogie. How you doing?
Doing all right. What's on the agenda for today?
I don't know.
The Winter Olympics have just wrapped up.
Yeah.
And sadly, the Philippines won nothing.
Okay.
Out of their two sports,
They
didn't win. Summer Olympics coming up in 2 years.
Yeah.
They every now and then they come up with something. They come up with a medal, which is a pretty good thing, big deal.
Yeah.
If we were going to add a sport to either Olympics, most likely Summer Olympics, since there's no winter in the Philippines, what would the sport be? I mean, there's already sports that they play. I mean, they're avid basketball, people.
Right.
They fare well in boxing. We've done well in other sports. Tennis, there's Filipinos. There's some Filipinos in golf. I don't think they do the Olympics, but But if we were going to add a sport
that we have an advantage in, that we might
that would favor the Filipinos, the Philippines. What would we do?
What are we better at?
I mean, we're not going to add cockfighting, of course.
I wasn't even thinking that. Wow. Okay. I mean,
Arnis.
Yeah.
The Kali, the martial arts of Kali.
Do we add weapons not like we have fencing, which is like European style.
Yes, exactly. Fencing is so biased to white people.
Right. I mean, like
that Filipinos never have a chance.
My first thought was Bradford, but still European. But like if we did like
although on a side note,
on
the USA fencing team, there's a Pinay chick that does fencing before,
and we support her wholeheartedly.
Kiefer, her name's Kiefer.
Okay,
but
I'm just saying, like something like stick fight. Arnis, like you said,
Arnis, the Filipino stick fighting, Kali. I don't know how you. I'm sure there's competitions of some. Kind.
I've seen stuff where they've done even well, it's kind of messy. They use like dyes on the weapon edges.
Okay.
So that you can tell when there's a hit. I mean, at least there's an indication because sometimes the guys move fast enough that you don't even see the hit, or it's like it's up to honor.
Same thing with fencing.
Well, I know.
I will watch fencing and not have a clue what happens. I mean,
until somebody goes with their fist pump. Yeah,
exactly.
That's the only time something happened.
And a lot of times they both do it, and I still don't know what happens.
It's like the bias, the judges are like, yeah, we both did awesome. We won. One of us, I won this, and even if you didn't win this. But yeah, I mean, stick fighting would be cool.
Stick fighting would be awesome.
Is it the meaning to say stick fighting, or can you say stick fighting?
Well, I'm only saying stick fighting because
I'm saying it.
No, mainly for the every man who doesn't really know Arnis or Kali.
Because I feel like it's like when you say egg roll instead of lumpia.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like I'm doing when I say.
But I mean, I could keep saying Kali, but then a lot of people wouldn't connect with that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the art of stick fighting. That would be a good one, I would think.
What do you think? Would it be possible to do paintball as like a?
Are Filipinos good at paintball?
We're smaller. We could duck better. we're pretty agile. I mean, that would make it more. I'm saying height wouldn't be. Well, it depends on how they do it.
I would think there are a lot of other countries who are better than the Philippines at paintball.
I'm saying we're a good.
Have you?
I'm saying we're not bad fighters. We guerrilla tactics. I don't depending on how they set it up.
Nah.
You don't think so? No, not paintball.
Nah, the Vietnamese might have us on that one.
The Vietnamese. that's the one thing. I'm just saying we'd be more of an even playing field, unless they make the obstacles like really tall where people can shoot over them. And
I mean, there's already the rifle and shooting stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying shooting moving targets and hiding and tactics and.
Well, I think it's hard enough for Filipinos to shoot when we're standing still.
Well, everybody's hard to shoot when you're standing still.
I'm just saying when the Filipinos are standing still trying to hit a target, they're not good at it.
Really?
Have you seen them in the Olympics doing that?
No.
Because they suck. It's sort of in a bad way. There was a thing a couple years ago where a bus was taken hostage in the Philippines.
Oh,
they had these guys jump on the bus, and these cops were trying to
free the hostages.
Yeah, they did terrible.
Yeah, I heard
it was that. A mess. It was Keystone Cops. It was a joke.
Well, I mean, the elite, maybe, I don't know.
The cops should have been the elite.
I don't know enough about the situation. I mean, I heard what happened in general terms, but I don't know any details, so I can't comment on if they were the elite or just when like what was that? Heartbreak Ridge. Remember that one movie with Clint Eastwood?
No.
Oh, it's it was basically he had a bunch of ragtag people that weren't that good, but he whipped them into shape. But there's another group of people that were being touted as the elite because they were given like they were given favorable treatment and they were given kind of like an advantage. So this is the elite people, but they weren't really the elite because they didn't really earn that title. So I'm thinking maybe I don't know what happened to that Philippine hostage situation. I'm just saying maybe they weren't the best of the best. Maybe they were the best publicized or best, what I'm saying? I don't know.
Have you ever watched paintball? I mean, the
recent ones,
sports on, on like ESPN.
I watched a little bit.
The obstacle courses and all that.
Yeah, I watched a little bit. It's not about when we used to play like in the field and it was like war. I know it's different.
I watch it all the time. It's very, I don't know. It's not for Filipinos.
Okay.
I don't see Filipinos.
All right.
Jumping over the inflatables and doing all the stuff. I don't see it happening.
Okay.
I don't see them carrying, all the gear and everything. I don't know. I think you need to be a bigger guy, a stronger guy, not a 5 foot nothing with 100 pounds of rifle and paintballs and stuff. Okay. And masks.
I mean, yeah, you do watch it more than I do, so I guess I gotta bow down to your experience with it. I mean, your knowledge of it, but okay. I mean, besides Arnie, stick fighting, Kali, whatever, do we have any other options?
There would have to be a sport where let me see, like pick up sticks with your feet, only using your feet. Pick up sticks, only using your feet. That one. I think we
would dominate.
Gold, silver, and bronze.
Yeah, it would be like a,
It would have to be something where, you pick it up, maybe even throw it with your feet only. You got to use your toes.
So it'll be like rhythmic gymnastics, but you using your feet. You got to catch it behind your back. And
yes, it would have to be like a
put a little flair into it and like a.
Yeah.
Actually, that would actually work for us. True.
Like pick up like a golf ball and throw it at a target. I think we would own that.
I was imagining the compulsories, you got to do certain tricks, you got to throw into certain targets, in the freestyle with the artistic interpretation and the higher, meaning behind the movements.
Exactly. You'd have to pick up a fly swatter with your feet and swat flies.
Man.
You'd have to, if only changing channels with your feet. Or a sport.
Okay, if you can get the first person to 125, then to 125. Now lower the volume.
Exactly. That needs to be done. I don't know.
I don't know. We do. I'm just trying to think of the stuff that I remember us doing well in: pool, bowling.
Yeah, billiards needs to be in the Olympics, people.
But I'm saying what would work.
Billiards. Even our old school famous billiard athletes are now, past their prime. We still have a young crop of billiard players who are owning the sport, but it's not recognized as a sport to, if it ain't, I guess to the rest of the world.
To most people, the way they define sports.
Yes.
Do you know what the definition of what the criteria they're using to say what is a sport and what is not a sport?
Yes, there's a committee that says this is a good sport, this is a bad sport.
I mean, there's no they didn't put out like a set, like it has to require. I don't know.
No,
no, they haven't. It's just
no
purely subjective.
It's a group of guys that say, yeah, let's put this one in. Like I think they like. What's the difference between softball and baseball? Why can baseball be in the Olympics and softball not? You see, to me, there's no difference.
Because women play it and they don't want women to be all uppity. I don't know.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's a whole Olympic Committee thing that gets ragged on all the time. I think they removed like some kind of wrestling recently.
Yeah, well, before didn't they remove Greco-Roman, which had been there for a long time?
Yeah, I don't know if it was Greco-Roman or freestyle or what.
I thought it was Greco-Roman.
It's something.
Yeah.
That was like in the first Olympics.
It was one of the part of the logo.
Yes.
It was like, yeah.
It's like one of the rings. There's like 5 rings and they represent sports, and one of them is like wrestling.
It's one of the, I mean, it's Greco-Roman Greek. It's like, hey, this is one of the basic events, and someone, I don't know why they decided to take it off.
And yet a sport like biathlon where you ski and shoot, which I don't see how that can be put over billiards. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're okay with curling being an Olympic sport.
Oh, I love curling.
Right.
I would love.
I'm just trying to
curling.
say, I'm thinking if curling is, I mean, it's not exactly the same thing as billiards, but it's not like.
And curling is actually just a recent thing. I mean, I think they added it in '98.
Well, I'm just saying, if you can allow curling, what does that open?
20 years ago.
What does that open the door to?
It's.
I mean, I'm not putting down the curling. I like curling too. I'm just saying, if you can allow curling, what does that mean for other things that maybe weren't considered in the past? I don't know.
Zumba. For some reason, Filipinos love Zumba.
Oh my gosh, how many instructors do you know?
So many.
I know. I mean, I'm not putting you down either. That's cool. It's just that
make that a sport.
We would dominate.
I think they would. I mean, it's. I'm not into Zumba, but oh man, Zumba, CrossFit. Oh man.
Yeah. So many. Good, yeah, and kudos to you for doing that. That's pretty cool. So, it's just not my thing.
Crabbing, people. Just put crabbing in the Olympics. I think I personally will try out for the crabbing Olympics.
I think you should get style points for how you do it too, not just getting crabs. You know, how well do you do it? Do you look like an idiot? Do you injure yourself?
So yeah, I would definitely, personally, I believe I am one of the best crabbers in the world. I will put it out there. I'm not lying. I think I can match wits with the best out there.
Mm-hmm.
If there were a crabbing Hall of Fame, I would like my name on there. In fact, I'm going to make it up. There is no crabbing Hall of Fame. I'm starting it. l-boogy, name number 1. Crabbing Hall of Fame.
That's a good place here. This is a good area to have a Crabbing Hall of Fame. We can do it. Why not?
So, yeah, I'm surprised Filipinos don't do better in the aquatic sports. You know,
I was like synchronized swimming is the first thing popped in my head. I don't know.
Diving, swimming.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't. You know.
Yeah, why aren't they better in the aquatic sports? Island country, a lot of people make their living off the sea, live right next to the ocean. You know, why not? That is a question. That is a quandary. I don't know.
I don't know. I personally, I don't know how to swim, so.
But I bet you could dive like a champ.
I can crab with the best of them. I just can't swim.
l-boogy with a no splash entry. Now we're waiting for him to come back up. Can someone call the people to help him come back up?
I can dive like a swan. I just can't swim like one. So, man. I don't know. Flower raising.
Flower raising.
The Philippines. The Filipinos are awesome at growing flowers. That might be a tough sport to do, but.
Could we make tinikling somehow a sport out of a dance?
Of course. You can make it a sport.
I mean, that's intense. I've seen people do it. I never tried it. I know you were Mr. Tinikling back in college days, so.
It should be a sport. It's grueling. It's dangerous. It takes athletic skill.
Uh-huh.
has all the
the timing,
exactly.
You have to put your heart into it to actually come up with a good product. We've all seen really bad to-nickling and really good to-nickling. So I mean, you and I have both seen it. It's and you could tell it's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could actually come up with a formalized, oh, that's a 5.0 or whatever.
If trampoline can be a sport, to-nickling definitely should be a sport. Definitely. I mean, you could do endurance to-nickling.
Oh gosh.
You could do, scoring, artistic to-nickling.
You have to do the compulsory moves, and you got to do your style stuff, and I don't know.
Do it with knives. Do it with flames.
Light them things on fire.
Pick stuff up with your feet while you're to-nickling.
Oh, and then throw stuff at the targets while you're to-nickling. Oh my gosh. The possibilities are just coming to us.
So yeah, just that.
Consider this our suggestions to the Olympic Committee in case they're looking for new sports to add to the roster.
Yeah. I mean, I know you need money to develop sports in the Philippines, to develop people to play the sports, and then to have them compete. And that's not something I want the Philippines spending money on.
That's true.
I've read stuff as to why Filipinos don't compete in like so many sports around the world. It's a money thing.
Oh.
It's a money thing.
Right.
But sometimes you can always, we won weightlifting. We won a medal in weightlifting the last Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need money for that. You just need a weight lift. You need weights.
Weights, yeah. Okay.
Oh, but yeah. So shopping should be a sport. I don't know how you would do it, but
there's got to be a way.
Has to be shopping and spending the least amount of money. I bet.
Bargaining, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, if I buy 12 of these, how much can you lower the price down? Because I can give this to my, my cousins, my aunts.
You're terrible at that, Sterno.
I know.
You're terrible.
I'm not trying to do an accent.
No, not the accent, the actual bargaining. How low can I get this to give to my cousins?
I don't know. I was just trying to think of something.
Like, oi, man, there's a hole. There's a hole in the bag.
I don't know how that happened.
Huh? It's dirty. It's dirty.
Okay, yeah. I see the difference.
You're terrible.
I wouldn't even get it. I wouldn't even qualify.
No.
I get it.
You would pay more.
Be the laughing stock of the Olympic shopping games. So event.
I don't know. What would you be good at?
I don't know. I mean, Olympic wise, I don't know. Do you have something in mind for yourself? Let me think.
Curling, myself, I'm good at. Like I said, crabbing. Come on, people. No one touches me. Crabbing, foosball. No, I can hang. I've played with the best at foosball.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm the best at foosball, especially in this foosball loving area we live in.
Right.
But I can hang with the best.
Mm-hmm.
I don't embarrass myself. Some of the best moments of my life have been memories against the greatest foosball players in the world. Okay. And I've done stuff. I've scored on them.
All right.
So yeah. Nothing for you, Sterno?
Well, I mean, I could probably be okay in the crabbing one. I'm not gonna say I'm better than you, but I think I have enough experience that I could do good in crabbing. I'm not gonna hang with you in foosball, that's for sure. Let's see. I'm trying to think of something else besides what you just mentioned, but nothing comes to mind. Yeah.
Don't worry about what I mentioned. What could you do?
That's what I'm saying. I've been trying to think of stuff, but nothing's coming to mind.
What are you good at?
I don't know. I'm not
whittling. Really... Are you the best whittler out there?
No.
Can you whittle out of a bamboo stick a a car.
I bought a laser engraver so I wouldn't have to whittle stuff. I don't know. I don't do stuff like that. I don't know. I'm more
bullet eating. Would you eat bullet faster than anyone else? Could you eat the most?
Actually, that could be a possibility.
Could you be the Kobayashi
of balut?
A
Kobayashi of balut. It's a possibility. That one I never even considered food eating stuff because we were talking Olympics, but maybe. I hadn't even put that category in my mind.
I mean, I tell you, I can't do that. That's nasty for me.
Yeah. As long as I can spit out the bones, I'm fine.
So that's what you would be good at.
I guess so. That'd be my contribution to the medal count. I would go for the gold from that one, definitely.
You need to find something you're good at, Cerno.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think of any of the physical stuff that I would be good at.
Then brains. Use your brain.
I mean, I like to do the artistic stuff, but
then do the artistic stuff.
We're talking Olympics.
Yes, you could probably
either an artistic like
make one up.
Graphic design in Olympic sports. Web design for in the Olympics. You can make the West website in 2 minutes.
So you think you can JavaScript with the best of them?
No, actually. But I can come up with I'm a designer, not a coder. I come up with the design first. That's how I work. That's why I don't tout myself, because I know my limitations, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately too. So I don't know.
Karaoke.
I knew you were gonna go there.
Then why didn't you go there?
Because you've heard me sing. You have heard me sing. You've heard me try to sing. I murdered End of the Road. I was trying to sing it well, and it was terrible. Would you think you could handle karaoke?
I know my zone. Let's just say that. So if I had to compete in karaoke, I have my zone. I know what I could do. Yes.
Are you talking about you have your set songs? Or are you talking about?
I know my range.
I didn't pick that song, by the way. The End of the Road. I knew it wasn't in my range, but I just sang it because I was asked to, and I totally destroyed it. Not in a good way. So, yeah.
I know my range in karaoke. I know I'm amateur, and I stay there. I don't try to be better than I am.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be Mariah Carey. I can do Lauryn Hill. I
know what you mean. I do. I get that. I know exactly what you mean.
So
yeah, because being a Mariah Carey is a certain special thing. Not everybody can be a Mariah Carey, and Lauryn Hill is awesome, but she's more accessible.
It's my range.
Yeah, it's in your range.
Rap is in my range. I can rap with the best of them.
Okay.
So yeah, I like to pick rap songs because not everyone can do rap songs. If you ever go to a karaoke bar,
I've heard some bad rap.
And here, people think, "Oh, I can't sing. Let me do rap." Oh man.
And yeah, I've heard people realize how bad they are halfway through the song and give up too. So it's hard. It's not easy. If rap was easy, everybody would do it. So,
if rap was an art, then I'm a Picasso.
Is that like a line from?
But of course, why else would you try so hard to paint a picture? What is this? Amateur night at the Apollo? Get off this stage. I'm enraged. So I don't know that one.
That's Kool Moe Dee, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember which one. I was trying to remember the title of the song. I just don't remember. I had that in my car too. I mean, on my phone.
Oh yeah. So band, musical instruments. If that was a sport, Philippines has great bands.
Oh yeah,
acapella groups. The Philippines would own acapella groups.
Yeah, that's yeah. There you go. I didn't even think about that. Kind of goes hand in hand with karaoke too. So, but I mean,
karaoke is one thing.
Yeah,
it don't go hand in hand. It's two different sports.
No, it's a love of music that kind of pervades this culture. I'm just saying, it's just like love of music, art, performing.
Yep, just like the 100-yard dash is the same as the marathon.
I didn't say same as. I said it goes hand in hand.
Different.
I didn't say they were the same.
So sprint goes hand in hand with marathon. No.
But it's running. I'm saying I explained myself. I explained why I said what I said. I'm not taking it back.
No. So that's my suggestion. Yeah. I don't know what you got, Sterno.
Nah, that was I pretty much had to go with yours because nothing I said really worked out. I mean, I brought in the tinikling, so there you go. That was my contribution. Tinikling, make that work. I don't know about flaming tinikling. That'd be kind of intense, but yeah.
Have you ever heard of a sport called patintero?
Patintero.
Yes.
No, I have not heard of that.
It's a game that they play in the Philippines. That how can I describe it? It's like a patintero. Is
it like tag, kind of?
Yeah.
Like a really intense, complicated version of tag.
Yeah, I guess. It's basically Red Rover.
Oh, okay.
in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's something they play in the Philippines. Yeah, it's a different version of Red Rover. You basically just stop people from running from one side to another side, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen kids play it in the Philippines. Mm-hmm. It gets intense. I mean, it's very, I don't know, competitive, I guess.
Right.
I don't know how to describe it, but I've seen it. It's pretty cool.
I mean, you just touch people. You don't really hit them or anything, right?
They're trying to grab something on the other side. I think they're trying to grab. It's like capture the flag, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of I mean, you played. Well, I don't know if you played capture the flag before ever, but
not really. Other than paintball.
Yeah, and that's a different thing.
Yeah, I figured.
But yeah, there's. I'm trying to think of other kids' games that they play in the Philippines. That I know there's a game with a bamboo pole where they do this like in Europe also, but basically you climb the pole. It's like oiled up.
Oh,
like, it's an oiled up pole.
Okay.
And you got to climb up to the top of it.
Like that scene from Captain America?
I don't know.
There was a scene where the drill sergeant said if you can climb the pole and grab the flag, then you can ride in the Jeep back instead of having to walk back with the rest of the platoon or whatever it was. It was a greased pole, so I don't know.
No, it's like the Philadelphia Eagle fans climbing poles in Philadelphia.
Okay.
It's a sports thing you wouldn't know.
Right.
They greased the poles in Philadelphia one day. Won the World Series. No, it's not the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I knew that part.
I can't remember the name of that game though. I would like to try it though sometime.
I'm trying to find it, and I don't know. There's a whole long list of stuff.
Like what?
I mean, I can't even pronounce it correctly. Let's see.
Sound it out phonetically, Sterno. Sound it out.
Agawang Sulok, which is that's another tag base. Secu base Araw Lilim. Oh god. Bahayan. Bati Cobra.
How do you play Bahayan?
It's a role-playing game where children act as members of imaginary families.
You play house. That's what that is.
I was just reading them out. I know. Now that I just said, I thought about it. Now I understand how stupid it was. But I'm just reading the names out. Okay, come on. Bati Cobra is the one with two bamboo sticks. Maybe it's the one you're talking about.
Bati Cobra? What?
Bati Cobra. Yeah. You're the hitting
like
and
Cobra,
catching,
like a snake.
I guess I'm reading it right now. The hitting and catching game. Play outdoors. You get the 2 pieces of bamboo stick, 1 long, 1 short are required. Each player acts as a batter and stands opposite players. This sounds more like cricket. The batter holds the long bamboo stick with one hand, toss the short one with the other hand. So you hit the small stick with a big stick, and try to catch a small stick. Okay, that sounds a little more like cricket.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Hit a stick and catch the stick.
Like a smaller stick is thrown instead of a ball.
Yeah, I understand. I can see it.
Bulong potty. To a priest.
It's like playing baseball with a little bat. Throwing a little bat, you hit it with a big bat.
I know. Kalahio, the outdoor game with 2 tens. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna go through all these. Chinese garter.
Here's a game. Luksong Tinik. Luksong Tinik. It's a game where 2 players serve as the base of the tinik, which is a thorn. I don't know if you know what tinik is.
Yeah, I always thought it was bone. When you're
By putting the 2 players serve as the base of the tinik by putting their right and left feet stacked together on top of each other, creating an obstacle for the other players to hop over. A starting point is set, and then the height of the obstacle is increased as each player successfully hops over the tinik. It's basically a version of Luksong Baka, Luksong Baka, which is a game similar to Leapfrog in the sense that one player must crouch while the other players jump over their heads. Not similar to Leapfrog, that is Leapfrog. However, Luksong Baka is different in that the crouching player must also gradually stand up as the game progresses, making it harder for other players to jump over them. If any player fails to hop over the crouch player, they may take over as the next crouch player. That's weird. You're going to get teabagged eventually. Palo Sibo. This game, that's what I was talking about. That's the one with the grease pole.
Oh, okay.
This game involves a greased bamboo pole and a prize attached to the top of the pole. The game is commonly played at local festivals. The object of the game is for each player to attempt to climb the grease pole and reach the top of the pole where their prize will be waiting for them. Have you ever tried to climb a pole, Sterno?
No.
Would you climb the pole if there was like $1,000 on the top of it?
I would definitely make an effort for it. Yes, I would go. Would you?
Oh, I'm good at climbing poles.
Okay.
I've never done a grease pole, but
yeah.
But I'm a good pole climber, rope climber. I can do that. There's a game called Chinese Garter. I don't know what that means, but the game involves 2 players holding a stretched garter or any long piece of string fabric horizontally while the other players attempt. There's a lot of jumping over games.
Yeah.
But horizontally while the other players
athletic, is that what
attempt
you're saying?
to hop over it. The garter is eventually held at the ankle of the players and then increases height. You have to go along. It's the same thing as these other games. You keep jumping over things and it gets higher and higher. Come on, we need to be like the Caribbean people and get lower and lower.
How low can you go?
Exactly. They got it right.
I know.
I always got excited when I went to like a white person's party and they would do limbos. And I was like, yes, I'm already ahead of the game because I'm a foot shorter than everyone.
You just
They're already bending down and I am just
walking.
Yeah, I'm walking through.
Yeah.
Suck it, tall people. So yeah. Have you ever seen a good Filipino limbo player? I've seen some good ones.
I watched some college kids do it. They weren't like pros, but there's some pretty good guys there, really flexible. They were able to. Well, I'm not gonna say they were like the best I've ever seen, but it was impressive.
I've seen some girls do it, but I think they were also strippers. They were very, very talented.
Are you sure the pole wasn't vertical and they were spinning around the pole? Because I know what you're talking about.
Do you ever want to talk about the time we accidentally walked in on we accidentally went to a stripper show?
They didn't strip. They just did pole dancing, which is...
We accidentally saw a pole dancing show.
Yeah. We walked into a club thinking
we went. Okay,
go ahead. You do it. You set the stage.
So we were out one night.
Yeah,
a bunch of us. We were out. We went into a restaurant. Whatever. It was still early.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, what do you want to do next? Let's hit up this one restaurant.
Yep.
Down the street. It's close to where we were.
Very close. Yeah.
It's a place we've been to before. We know it's a Saturday night. We know at Saturday nights they got a DJ. It's a Filipino club.
Yes.
Bar. It's a Filipino bar club.
Filipino owned, yeah, and all that stuff.
So he said, you know what? Let's be amongst our peoples. Let's hang out there.
Right.
Support, see what the night does.
Them,
we've been there before.
Yes, we have.
Sterno and I. We've been there a couple times. It's it's okay place to hang out. We get there. The place
is packed.
There's nowhere to park.
That's unusual.
The parking lot had people were double parked on the grass, parked everywhere.
It was crazy.
Yeah. In fact, it was so crazy that Brother Butterfly was driving behind us and said, "Screw this, I'm going home."
Exactly.
I said, "We're here. We parked blocks away."
It became a matter of principle. We were here.
Yeah, we were there. I parked a few blocks away.
Not that far, but yeah.
It was enough of a walk to make me say, "Damn it, why are we doing this?" And actually, they come to the play next because we get to the door
and there's the freaking cover.
Yeah, there's the doorman. Normally, there's no doorman.
No,
but there's the doorman. There's the bouncer.
Yeah,
and he's charging it. He charged the people in front of us $10 each.
Yeah,
and well, I don't. Were they Filipino?
I don't remember them.
I want to say they were there was maybe like a white guy or a black guy with them, and I was like, maybe this guy's charging them because they're not Filipino.
Which is bad, but we would be like, okay.
Yeah. So I was questioning, is he going to charge us? Because we look like regulars. If you're a regular at a place, you get waved in.
Right.
We look Filipino.
We are Filipino, but yeah.
So yeah. So I tried to play it cool. Walked up to him. Gave him the nod.
How you doing, fellas?
And he held up $10. He held up his hands. $10.
Yep.
I said $10. I looked at him. I said $10. And then I looked at Cerno. I said, "Are we doing this?"
I don't even know what I said, but I was like, whatever.
You didn't say anything.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything.
Okay.
You just stood there.
Because I was like, yeah.
You just stood there.
Yeah.
And I knew this was coming. I'm playing I'm not gonna pay $10, rant.
Oh, right.
Thinking he'll be like, okay, you guys come in.
All right. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I was doing an act. I was doing a angry customer act or surprise customer.
I'm shocked that you were think to charge me
$10. I am
this establishment,
appalled.
which I have patronized many times in the past.
Exactly.
We just can't say that because that sounds really weird. But yeah,
I did that all by looking at him saying $10.
Yeah, he filled that with meaning.
$10. And then he's like
subtext.
And then he looked at he pointed us at the poster and says, "Hey, you can see these pretty girls dancing." Which to me, I was like, I don't know what that means. Pretty girls dancing. Of course, there's pretty girls dancing.
That's the whole point of going to a club.
That's why we're here.
Yeah,
because we know there's pretty girls and we're gonna watch them dance.
Yep.
But we circled the parking lot for a while. We parked far away.
So yeah,
I was like, man, we're not walking back to the car now.
Right.
We paid the $10 and go in. And it's sort of lame because it's packed, one thing, but nothing's going on. And then later on, we found out there's this one chick that's nearby. She's a stripper. She's a pole dancer.
Yes.
And that's when it all clicks. She's talking about her routine.
Working out with a DJ, what music to use.
Yeah, she's talking about her routine. We're like, oh, there's an actual pole dancing show.
Yep.
Going on. Something that we've never seen here before.
Yes.
And I'll admit, seconds before she came out, I was ready to go. Seconds. Yeah. I mean, it was literally, I was about, my mouth was open, turning to Sterno saying,
yeah, I mean,
you ready to go?
I was in the same mind as you because
we bought a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we didn't buy a drink. We sat down. We sat down. We hung out with some people for a little bit.
Yeah. We wanted to get at least something of our $10 worth.
Yeah, we spent 10 minutes there.
Yeah.
We're like, okay.
$1 a minute.
Like, we're good. We looked around. We surveyed. We surveillanced the crowd to see if there was anything we were going to miss.
There were some women that were slightly overdressed. I'm like, okay, something's weird, but
we got it.
Yeah, that's all right.
But then the stripper girl comes out, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna," she's talking about how she's about to go on stage to perform.
The DJ's like, "You should do this music because it'll, it's new and fresh and everything." Well, I want something that everybody knows, and she wanted to.
So basically, we're like, I guess we can stay another few minutes.
Yeah, why not?
Let's see how this goes.
Again, we have the same mind.
Let's see how this goes. And yes, we saw a bunch of girls get up on stage, do pole dancing. They're not professional. It was some kind of competition.
They're not professional pole dancers. They're professional other things, but not pole. I mean, I'm not alluding to hookers, but they are strippers, right? At least one of them was.
Yeah, they were. You could tell.
I know. I'm just trying to be nice about it, but yeah,
you could tell. But that was something I did not expect to do that night.
And we both agreed that we did not intentionally go there for this contest.
Yes.
So that is a stipulation. We did not go seeking a pole dancing contest.
Yes.
One was thrust upon us. We just
happened to be there. With pole dancers there.
Right. We went to a club that just happened to be holding that event, and it wasn't our fault.
And I had people asking me, "Oh, are you here for the dancing? The girls dancing?" I'm like, "No, but I'm here." Didn't know this was going on, but it happened. And we watched it.
We watched the first round.
It was good.
Yeah, entertaining.
Let me just say, I got my $10 worth. That's good enough.
Total agreement. Yes, we did.
I got my $10 worth.
We started. When you don't watch it, when you haven't watched the Olympics, and all of a sudden you don't know what anything's about. By the end, you're like expert. By the time we left, her technique was better, but she was, you could tell that she didn't quite have the same level of experience as the previous girl. We were breaking it down just because there was obvious levels of skill with that pole.
Yep, you could tell some girls actually knew how to work the pole, and some girls were just dancing with a pole. There's a difference.
Very big difference. So yeah.
Now this was in a Filipino club, but I don't think any of those girls are Filipino, were they?
I don't think any of them, no. I don't think any of them. I mean, the last one was like Hispanic, I believe.
Yeah. One of them seemed very European.
Oh yeah, the first one.
Almost, when I say European, I want to say Russian or French.
I'm going to go with Russian. I don't think French. I don't even know where you got.
Because she was skinny as hell.
She made me think Eastern European.
Okay.
Russian. That's my impression of her. She's like very pale, almost translucent. She could fit into like a vampire cosplay easily. So, but she's very pretty in the face.
The ass was very French to me though.
Yeah, you got the Frenchness from I can see what you're saying. I still go with Russian, Eastern European.
Yeah, so that's
not that we objectify women. We pay attention. That's all.
Hey, they were there being judged in a contest.
Right.
We were judging, and we weren't there to judge. We just happened to be there by accident.
Right. And that is 100% true.
I'm trying to find out when we can accidentally go there again.
Yeah, just
and next time we're accidentally going there earlier, so we can be closer. We were so far away. I'm like
standing in the back. I'm like, damn it,
we could be up close,
getting some food and drink.
Oh man, maybe next time.
Accidentally.
Yeah. Let's do a Tagalog word of the day.
Sure. This is the part of our podcast where we educate our listeners in the Filipino language. Neither Boogie nor I are actual native speakers of Filipino or Tagalog, so if we get some aspect of the word incorrect, like its pronunciation or grammatical usage or some nuance in regards to its meaning, feel free to let us know because we do value your information, your feedback. But keep in mind, like we've said in the past, and we will continue to say, that this podcast is not an informational or any kind of podcast that you want to refer to as a source of definite information. It's something we do for fun to educate our listeners on the culture and the language. And if you happen to be able to use some of these phrases and it's either impressive or useful in some way, that's even better. So again, keep that in mind. So Boogie, do you have a word?
Bahay.
Bahay.
I don't know. Tulog ka. sa bahay mo.
Okay.
Bahay.
So go sleep in your house. Is that right? Or basically?
Yeah. Bahay.
So let's the Bahay means house.
House.
So let's make Bahay our word of the day.
Bahay.
Bahay.
Bahay kubo.
I know. That's the first thing
Kahit munti.
Ay, sorry.
So yeah, anything else, Darnell?
No, I think I'm good.
Make sure you visit our website, www.sini-gang.com.
Or email us at thesinigang@gmail.com.
Follow us on Twitter at The Sini-Gang.
Find us on Facebook on facebook.com/thesinigang. Or look for our videos on YouTube. Do a search for our URL, www.sini-gang.com, and that should take you to our videos. And if you happen to look at the videos, please comment and subscribe. That would be awesome. So until next time, this is Sterno Supernova.
And this is l-boogy, the Elemental One, saying thanks for listening and
Sige na. You good? Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching. Tune in for our next episode. Till then, take care.